Sorry, I gotta flex this Bakugo shirt because it's too fitting for this marathon. So, if you don't remember, last April, we covered the entire first season of My Hero Academia. All 13 episodes. But now it's time to move on to its big sophomore season, which is much longer than its previous one. The previous one was only 13. This one is a full 25. And it is where we start getting some big, memorable story arcs. Starting with this first episode, which is the beginning of the UA Sports Festival Tournament Saga. So, yeah, it starts a pretty big arc, but as an episode itself, it is very much a recap. And that's not a bad thing, but it does mean there's only like half the episode to set up the big sports festival. It's going to take place over the next, 11 or 12 episodes. Yeah, this arc's pretty long, so without further ado, what's up? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Animation Station, your most for anything and everything animation. I'm your host, Jackson Small. I'm still trying to figure out a tagline, so please excuse me. And today, we are going to be starting our look-through of Season 2 of My Hero Academia, starting with this episode right here. Season 2, Episode 1, or Episode 14, because they don't really list the episode lists by season. They just list them by the number of episodes altogether. A bit dumb, but that's just how it is. Called That's the Idea, Ochaco. Yes, this is an episode that has Ochaco as the focus for all of 5 minutes. Like I said, this one's very much a recap episode, where half of the episode just recaps what we've already learned from Season 1 and the aftermath of the USJ attack from the end of last season. And then the second half of the episode is Aizawa and everyone returning to class after. They got 1 day off because of the whole villain incident. And they, as in Aizawa, announces to the class that they are going to be participating in their next challenge, that being the UA Sports Festival, which, according to Aizawa himself, is even more popular than the Olympics. Considering how the Olympics are today, I actually find that pretty easy to believe. Seriously, the Olympics nowadays are such a joke. Anyway, point is, that's pretty much all we get for the episode, and we also get some of Ochaco's backstory, how she wants to become a hero for money to help out her family. As if she wasn't already my favorite character, outside of, obviously, Deku and Bakugo, but you know what I mean. But outside of that, that's pretty much all we get for the episode. It's pretty straightforward and to the point. It has some funny moments, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, half of it's a recap, and the other half is some new material. And that's pretty much it. And then we end with All Might calling Deku for lunch, and he says that this festival needs to be his big debut as the successor of All Might. And the episode ends on that note. So yeah, pretty straightforward episode. Let's get into the written review. It's a pretty solid first episode that sets up the longest arc of the season, the UA Sports Festival Tournament Saga, but it's definitely more of a recap of Season 1's events rather than a full new episode all by itself. That's by no means a bad thing, but since half of it is a recap, it only leaves about 10 to 12 minutes to start its next arc and simultaneously reveal Ochaco's backstory. It does do both well, but it does feel a little rushed by the end. And even throws in some pretty funny moments like Ochaco's face change, where she's like, hey, let's all do our best. And she suddenly gets all super serious. It's literally why it's the thumbnail. It's too funny not to use. And Ida having some interesting moves to psych himself up. Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. It's funny. In the actual episode, it's funny. Me, I just look stupid. But I always look stupid, so what do I know? Still a pretty good episode, though. No doubt the best is yet to come. Final verdict is a 7 out of 10. So, half of it's a recap. The other half is really good new material that sets up the next arc. That's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this almost every single day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow when we tackle episode 2 of season 2, aka episode 15, titled Roaring Sports Festival. Until then, thanks for watching. Stay plus ultra.
Excited for what comes up ahead. Hey, shall we ride?